Well, welcome to Dan's Diary House Build, and welcome to my members. Thank you very much for being a member. Thank you for continuing to support and watch this. Any new people that are watching this, I implore you, I beg you to just hit that like, subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything and it helps me. So where's the downside in that? Right, it's Monday and I've got quite a few things to tell you that have happened today. So let's start with this one. Well, we've got a blockwork wall being made. So he's been working very hard, Mr. Foreman. Yeah. The first thing to tell you is that the gardener came at 8 o'clock this morning, as scheduled, and ready for work, but it was overcast and it was raining. So we both decided she wasn't going to work outside. It would be cruel to send someone to work outside, and then even if it dried up, she'd be in wet clothes and all that business. So we decided that it would be better if she came back later on, maybe on Tuesday or Wednesday. The second thing that happened today was that Marvin's builders came bearing a message that the roof panelling for both the canopies should be arriving tomorrow. So we should see, hopefully, some action this week on installing both canopies. So that will be really good news. I guess the third thing to tell you is about the chickens. And I told you last week I made them some beans and pasta. Well, I fed them and they didn't really like it. And then I realised, like an idiot, I fed it to them straight out the fridge. So what I've done now, I give it to them and I heat it up a bit in the microwave, maybe 40 seconds. And then I let it sit on the table for a bit. And they're tucking in. I do mix it with bird feed just to give them something that they're used to, but honestly I gave them a big bowl today, and look, it's what's the time, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and relatively it's all gone. There was some in Sir Pecolot's green bowl. The silver bowl was full and that little container there was full. And it's all gone. Did I get an egg this morning? I can't remember whether I did or not. No, I don't think I did. So Blondie's due an egg. Brunette needs to shape up or ship out. Sir Pecolot's knocking about. He's still waiting for them to give off a scent, and then he's going to be pouncing on them like Harvey Weinstein at a party, or his close friend, Mr. P. Diddy. Now, what is he doing in there, I ask you? He's sitting in there and he's clucking. Very strange. There's no other hens in there. Strange, that bird. Oh, I tell you what, we sold the house in Hermosa. It's a friend of Joy's and they live in America, but they travel from America to the Philippines to see relatives and family, and somehow they heard about us selling this house and they dived on it because it's in a very good subdivision. It's very good location. It's 4-bed. We've just had it decorated. We've got to do they wanted us to do some minor repairs, which is no problem at all. So we've told the builders to do those, so it'll be perfect when they take it over. They came round here this morning and I met them, and a couple of nicer people you can't wish to meet. They really are. I'd like to class them as my new friends. So They've all now gone off with joy to the lawyer's office to sign some paperwork. So later on today, when they get back, hopefully we'll have a payment schedule arranged for how they're going to pay, and everything will be great. They can take possession of it almost straight away. I've got no problem with that. So that's good news. That's in fact very good news. Now they brought with them another guy and his wife, and again two of the nicest people you couldn't wish to meet. And he's got a farm, and on that farm he had some chickens, so he very kindly offered to give me one or two. So when we're in a position and we move my current coop into its better position and we've built an extension on the side of it, I will take him up on his offer. So that's also good news, isn't it? So I'll have four hens laying, and Sir Peckalot can walk around crowing and having his evil way. Yes, the pathway, or rather the drain that goes from one side to the other. Bit of a problem in that when they did the depth to the drain, they didn't do it deep enough. As a result, by the time you've got a concrete layer on top of those blocks, and then you've got the grill as well on top, it's going to be higher than the surrounding ground, which means that the water can't flow into the drain, which is a bit of a fundamental problem, isn't it? So we're told Marvin's going to pop down here in the near future just to resolve the issue. Now, right down the far end of my garden is the fending drain, which we've concreted up. We've put pipes in the hole, shot them through the wall, shot them across my garden, and shot them out the side of the house. So what we're going to do the rest sometime today, we're going to leave that bit like it is, because I want to see if we get another rainstorm, if there's any more leaks out of that. So we're just going to leave that the way it is for a couple of days until it rains again. However, it doesn't matter if it leaks here, does it? So we're going to backfill with some soil around the pipes, and then we're going to put the grass back over the top. Right, well, me and a friend called Kurt, and Kurt's girlfriend, he's got a motorbike, a Kawasaki H2. Well, I went on the Hayabusa, and we both shot out to Subic to go to that bar that I'm always raving about. And the Busa behaved itself all the way and all the way back. Yeah, so she was good. She was as good as gold. Now these Busas have got a hot start problem. When they get hot and you stop the engine for any reason, petrol station, you stall it, it doesn't matter what. If you're unlucky, the bugger won't start for about 5 minutes while something inside it is cooling down. Whether that's the starter motor, whether it's electrical issue, no one knows. Particularly Suzuki, they don't know either, because this problem happened on early Hayabusas, and it's happened on latest Gen 4 Hayabusas, which mine is. So I'd like a recall, please, Suzuki, if you're watching this. Sort this problem out. It's embarrassing. Your flagship motorcycle with it's a bloody icon when all's said and done, and you've got owners worldwide stopping at petrol stations and they can't start it. It spins over like there's a flat battery. So they're all getting off and kicking a bike and swearing and cursing at it. wait 5 minutes and it starts up as if it's crazy. So Suzuki, sort this problem out. Unless I have to do a separate blog on it to show the world how bad your electrical department is. Right, what else have I got to tell you about? Oh, I do have something actually. On Sunday, before we went to Subic, no, wait a minute, it was on Saturday. On Saturday, I went round to a friend's house who is a member of the Coffee Club. Coffee Club is an ex-serviceman American group, and we get together. They kindly let me in, although I'm not American and I'm not an ex-serviceman. And we talk about things in general. I would like to start a poker club with these guys, so maybe I'll talk about that at the next meeting, which is on Wednesday. No, Tuesday. Right. Yeah, so the next meeting's on Tuesday, so I'd like to start a poker club with these guys, so maybe I'll talk about that. Anyway, it was one of their guys' birthday, so we had a birthday party around his house, and that was excellent. A real nice time with a real nice bunch of guys. What's happened, Max? What's happened? Look at that face. He's got a lovely little face, ain't you, baby, eh? Well, let's go and see what's happened today. Right, so that's been built. That's been built. I can see all the darker earth has obviously been moved into position, so I'm guessing tomorrow all that's left is putting the steelwork in place and whacking some formwork up and pouring some concrete. Then when that's set, this little excavator here can start to shift all that lot. Nothing happened on that because apparently they went to the roofing supplier and had all the pieces cut to size, and there was a queue. How many times have I heard this? There was a queue and it couldn't be done. So hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. The back, that's more or less levelled to some degree or other. So we've just got to take that down a little bit and smooth it, put some concrete over it. The excavator's got a pile of it there, so that's got to get shifted behind the new wall, and then he'll drag some up here, and we can start to level out this section at the top. While we walk round to see the chickens, no guys from Joel turned up today. That's almost a week and no one's been here, and he's got a pile of outstanding works as long as my arm, and he's got until the end of the month to finish it. Right, so what's happening here? Well, we had another egg this afternoon from Blondie. She's performing well. Brunette, yeah, you can look at me, mate, because yes, that's focusing on the net, of course. Let me try and get it. There you go. Yeah, not doing a great deal for your board and lodging, are you? Peck a lot. Zoom out. Peck a lot's getting ready for the assault on his new friends. He's a friendly little soul. His tail feathers fell out the other day. Well, I pulled them out, to be honest. And he's starting to get his plumage back. I tell you what, they're eating that stuff. My goodness me, man. That's the second lot I've given them today. They peck the chicken food first, and then they attack the beans and the pasta. But that's 2 big bowls they've had today. So they are well fed. Plumage is looking good. Eggs are being done by our friend. Nothing happening there. Right. Carry on round here. Fed the fish today. They're happy. Oh, I'll tell you what I was going to show you. And that's it. That's the pipe buried. That'll blend in well once it's yeah, that's fine. And like I said, we've still got that exposed so I can see it in the next rain session. There you go. Well, that's it then. Now the gardener, I thought the gardener might turn up today actually, because it was a nice day, but she's probably hanging off till Wednesday. So I'll see her tomorrow. Hopefully the roof panels will turn up tomorrow, but I won't be here after about 11 because me and a few friends are going to Subic for the driving range, and then we're going into a pub for a massive Vindaloo curry and some IPA, 6.6%. My dear friend Michael won't be there, unfortunately. He's in his home, his parents' home, looking after his mum, who's a bit Tom and Dick. Nothing's happened here, has it? Nothing's happened there. We're still waiting on Marvin to come and finalise what's happening. So that's the journey around the house for a Tuesday.
Yeah, back home, so
He equates it to that.
yeah, it's good.
Mama,
It's good.
your turn.
It's not harsh like our beer. Our beer back home. It's smooth. It's smooth. It's not harsh.
Rod,
Don't spit on me, okay?
go for it.
It tastes like
They are not kind of happy days, you know, like they're just
yeah.
He's foreign,
Yeah.
but all the rest of us are normal. Here we are. I've told him to. You have to have a person that guides the meat. I forget what it's
you
called.
get treat it good, you get
What's
a
it called?
complete medical thing.
No, you're gonna have my rice.
Oh, I was going to have it. Well, look at that. Now that is rain for a Thursday. The guys turned up earlier on in the morning to do some works round the back and painting of the metalwork. But at 11 o'clock they had to stop. You just can't do anything in this. So maybe that's it for the day. The sky looks white Not as bad as Miami at the minute, but nevertheless, no working here today. Right, so it's Friday today. Yesterday was a bit wet. In fact, it was a lot wet. So today we've got a full crew from Marvin. So let's go and see what they're doing. Now, let me tell you, we've got one guy who is very kindly going to, you see my crow plastic spikes down there? Well, the crows keep landing on them and knocking them off. So he's going to rivet all of those plus a row behind them onto that shelf so they can't peck at my windows. Then we've got one guy up the top who is in the middle of just putting a last minute coat of paint on some surfaces. We've got a guy there who's I don't know what he's doing, but I'm sure he's doing something very valuable. And then we've got him. Now these two guys are the roofers, so they're going to be putting up the roof and then welding and then riveting it into position on those. Remember, you can't rivet onto these main structures, you can't drill a hole through them, but these ones that go across here are perfectly suited for it. So what they're going to do is they're going to put these in place and then they're going to drill a hole through it and then rivet in place. So they're hoping to do all of that today and tomorrow. And that's great news, isn't it? Now here we've got a team. Let's have a quick look what they're doing. We've got some formwork going up. So the formwork's going up on the reinforcement. I guess we're going to pour some concrete. Excavator man is busy moving soil. There's that's the boss man over there. Oh, let me take that. Yes, getting back to what I was saying. So excavator man's busy doing that. Quite a lot of soil, you know, to shift, and you can't really put any more in there because it's not really 100% connected there. So I'm guessing all that will be concreted today, hopefully, with the amount of men we've got here. Let me show you something else. Right, this drain here, what we decided to do, rather than start hacking blocks out and making it look tedious, and the fact that all this the grill at the top has to be flat and uniform all the way across. If you start knocking bits out here, it's not going to be uniform and level, is it? So what they're going to do is going to get some garden soil, and where it is too low and the water can't, like on this side, the water can't flow over that, they're going to put some garden soil down just in the middle bit there where the steps are. Although those steps are in the wrong place, I'm going to move those, but just there, I'm going to add some garden soil like that. The grass will grow through it in a month and a half, and then it'll all be flat and level and the water can flow. And there's not many places along that edge that it needs. On this edge, from the tree, from that little plant thing that, there to about where I'm standing is going to be concrete anyway, so that doesn't matter. So it's maybe from where it dips down, so from there to there, maybe a little bit of earth just to bring that level up, which would be perfect because that would stop the water from draining all down there, wouldn't it? So that's it. Oh, my gardener. Yeah, my gardener decided she wasn't going to come. Didn't tell me. Just wasn't going to come. So we have one of the guys that used to work here, his wife, if you remember, did the gardening here. Well, he's going to come here on a Sunday. So we've got a guy who knows the plot. He can do me stones for me, he can make me concrete because he's a bit of a handyman. He can mow the grass, get the weeds. It's a perfect solution. And then when he's done this, we can maybe set him about clearing that bit and clearing the overgrowth that's growing over the wall there. So it's a perfect solution. He starts on Sunday, so you won't see that. That'll be in next week's video. So things are happening on this day. Oh, and while I'm here, I'll tell you this. All of this is going to get painted black underneath, and it will have solar powered lights on it. We've just agreed it with Marvin. And the panels for that I think arrive tomorrow or on Monday, so that's good news. As far as the lights, oh my god, he's trying to kill himself. Spider-Man. As far as the lights for this are concerned, there will be, if I get this right, 4 in the corners or on the sides, you know what I mean? 1 in the middle, that'll be powered by electricity, and then there will be a couple, 2 solar powered ones somewhere in the middle. So I'll have a nice light during the night, it won't cost me anything, and it'll look very subdued and sexy. And then when or if I ever have a party or want to illuminate it brightly, we just flick a switch and all those come on. So that is really it for this moment. So let me go in, it's getting a bit hot and humid, and I'll talk to you later. Well, we're placing the guttering into relative positions before we fix it, so that's good. And we're taking away these columns that were, if you remember, for the ceiling that I was going to have, the cloth ceiling. Now we're having the metal ceiling, those are no longer required. And it rains again. Rains again. Max has heard some thunder, so he's going in there. He really doesn't like thunder. So the boys are all at standstill. Thursday afternoon. Well, it's now 4 o'clock, and since that last video was taken, it's not stopped. Guys are still there. Crazy weather. I think that's the end of the day. Well, in between rain showers, we managed to get most of the guttering in and looking good, and a couple of the roof panellings on. So that's what we are looking at the moment. Saturday, and Saturday afternoon, Saturday morning, 11:30, beautiful day, and these guys have got all my roof on, roughly, just a couple of ridges and centrepiece and stuff, but that's going well, isn't it? Quite know what's happening down here. Let's have a look. Me and Joy have just been out for the morning doing something, which I'll tell you later. We seem to be pouring the concrete here in the beam, so that will get done today. No, Max, don't you go down there. Then there's only one more bit left to do, that bit there. And we can back, oh my god, then we can back to divert the drains. There's a drain there, look. Going to divert that around. Oh my God, it might just be finished this year. A couple of Joel's guys turned up. He's painted that wall down there, can you see? That was just render. He skimmed and painted that, and now one of them is going round doing a grouting on the tiles. Thought I'd show you from inside what that does. So we now have a view. Well, we've still got a view. It's better, isn't it? And what that's doing already is because we're not getting any direct sunlight on these windows, and the fact that they're reflective and there's blinds, it's lowered the temperature quite a bit in this room. Yeah, I'm impressed. Well, I think that's about it really. So thank you for watching till the end. Thank you for liking, thank you for sharing, thank you for just being part of Daniel's diary. So next week, who knows what's going to happen. So please stay in contact and look forward, as I do, for next week. Thank you very much.